Figure 4 Radio.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Figure 4 Radio.
Hello and welcome to Figure 4 Radio. My name is Luke-O-Mac and this week I'm joined by Mr. Oliver Spring.
Yo,
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm pumped for this week.
Yeah, well this week obviously we are doing Delete or Decay. We did obviously
The first
one.
Final Deletion.
We did Final Deletion
which
and now
was
we've come
a
back
fucking
for
riot.
We've come back for another one for Delete or Decay. Not so much hype over this one compared to the last one.
No,
But
I think that's a good thing though, because I've seen nothing
no, exactly.
of the match.
Going in, well, you know, it was quite hard to miss the last one.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
essentially
yeah.
going into this one blind.
So I'm
as
good.
it were.
So far I've seen the week before, so I've obviously made notes for
Yes.
for us, so we can kind of check out. We're going to go back and do all the backstory, because I think last time we missed a few things.
I think we kind of just talked through it, didn't we?
Yeah.
We kind of talked up to it and then we watched the match.
Just the match. Whereas I think so when it finished and the fire went off, we were all like, "What the fuck?" But if you watch the vignettes, you saw that Senor Benjamin was using the old petrol that Matt Hardy was left over from his. Well, I can't remember what he said, but he was like, Senor Benjamin, use this spare gasoline from my old endeavours, or some shit like that. And that's where the fire came from. But we obviously didn't catch that, so I think we'll catch everything. And I think
so we've got it's 2 episodes. We've got the one with the Delete or Decay on it, and the one before
the previous one that sets it all up. And I think because I've seen the previous week where it sets it up, and it's got to be seen, it's got to be discussed because it's brilliant. But shall we just get stuck in?
Let's go. Right.
So there's Rebby Hardy playing the piano very well.
I'm assuming she can actually play it, unlike Matt's
Well,
violin.
she clearly is. I mean, look at her.
Unlike Matt with his violin.
Yeah. She can sing.
Unlike Jeff who can't.
Matt Hardy really can't sing.
This is
Spanish version.
Yes. I love Senor Benjamin.
There's Vanguard singing as well. So this is basically Obsolete the musical.
This. I can't get over Matt Hardy.
Maxwell's playing the piano and Matt Hardy's having an orgasm. Jesus.
Right. This is like the worst family band on the planet. This is
like
the stuff nightmares are
the
made
Sound of Music Halloween version.
You know, like when horror movies start and they're like, "Oh, you don't want to live in that house because the family beforehand." This is the family beforehand.
That is 100% it. So I think Matt's saying he's had a premonition, and they go into the zone of impact. This is one thing I love about Matt Hardy, is he never just says anything as it is. Like, it's not a piano.
Yeah.
It's the 88 Keys of Ivory.
Yeah.
It's not a bike. It's not a dirt bike. It's a motorcycle with wheels.
It is. Oh, he's gone from Prince to King now.
Yeah. So basically Matt Hardy's had a premonition when he heard Max will play the piano.
Yeah.
Rebby's got herself a samurai sword.
Because that's what you need.
So there we go. That was section 1. So basically, Matt Hardy had a premonition
in his South African voice.
Yeah, and he knew he had to go to the zone of impact, and he left Vanguard 1 and Senor Benjamin kind of guarding the family home and watching over King Maxwell, because I think the week before he was talking about premonitions of he saw a premonition of someone kidnapping Maxwell, and that's what kind of freaked out his paranoia. Right,
okay. Now I know a little bit about the match, and obviously I'm not going to ruin it, but I'm pretty sure that's a part of it, isn't it?
What the Delete or Decay match?
Yeah, I think so.
I know nothing. So
okay,
yeah, I've literally known. So what happens next? The second segment, if I remember rightly, is a match between Jeff Hardy and Crazy Steve.
Right. Okay.
We can probably fast forward over the match. And it's kind of the post-match angle, and I think, in all honesty, this is the moment where I think the broken Matt Hardy character truly became a babyface. Because everyone was cheering for him up until now, but the end of this match with Crazy Steve. So it's just Crazy Steve out there. There's no Abyss. There's no Rosemary. Whereas Jeff is out there. So it's a bit of a weird one. It's like, why is Steve on his own? And the commentators picked up on that throughout.
Right.
So the match finishes. I think did that just finish?
Yeah, it's just finished. Do you want to go from here?
Yeah, let's go from there.
Right, so yeah, Matt hits the Twist of Fate and pins him.
Yep, so they're leaving.
Right, okay.
Steve has got a microphone.
Okay.
He's laughing manically.
Okay, so
You certainly are blind to what's going on around you. See, I may have came here alone, but decay is everywhere.
right, okay, so that's essentially saying they're out back. Ooh, okay. So maybe I was right.
Mm-hmm.
King Maxwell, he no longer belongs to you and Remy. For now, he's Rosemary's baby.
What a great reference.
Rosemary's Baby reference. And now the crowd are booing Steve and are fully behind, fully sympathetic of Matt Hardy. Now his son has been thrown. So that sets that. Well, that's the end of the match. Steve is hanging upside down, and I love how manic he sounds.
To be honest, like I don't watch a great deal of
no
TNA, but from what I've seen, like the whole Decay actually looks really quite good as a stable. They look really good.
I mean, that's done wonders for Abyss's career. It's lifted Steve up no limit really. But yeah, it's been a really good, and I think the perfect way to kind of capitalize on the on the broken Matt Hardy character. Because it's garnered him sympathy now. It used to be that everyone hated him, and he's broken Jeff. And now Jeff is on. So now you're no longer, cheering for Jeff against Matt, because Jeff is now with Matt.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so
now
it's not
you've got
one versus the other.
Now you've got a solid reason to be sympathetic towards him, and they're now the baby faces, just like that.
Yeah,
in my eyes, anyway.
It's one of the quickest turns for that type of character in a long time.
And the next section is literally straight after the match. So this is where you start to see Matt getting a bit more paranoid and worried
about what's going on.
Yeah,
right.
This is equally brilliant. Bluffing.
I do want his t-shirt. Obviously the people at home can't see this, but it's Control-Alt-Delete. I do want that t-shirt.
So now he's trying to call Rebby.
He's trying to FaceTime his wife.
Yep, and he is down as broken Matt Hardy in her phone, but she's not picking up. So he brings out his second phone. He's now on the phone to Vanguard 1, who's scanning the grounds. There's Maxwell in his cot, looking all cute.
Oh,
and there's Rosemary at the window with a light outside, looking creepy. And this is where it starts ramping up a little bit.
Okay,
so that was like a scene out of a horror movie. That, to me, it's starting to feel like
that was quite Rosemary's Baby. Actually, it was a little bit odd.
I can't say I've actually seen the film Rosemary's Baby.
Well, no, Rosemary's Baby is essentially she gives birth to the devil.
I've seen I've seen another film where that was the exact same storyline.
Okay.
But the thing as well I love about this is that we're only getting about 10 to 15 minutes of Hardy time on this.
It's not overkill.
Including the match, yet there is still so much on the Impact show. Like, we're currently fast forwarding to an Ultimate X match. And I say, and none of the attention is taken away. There's still there's still a lot of segments.
I think the thing is, a lot of people are tuning in to see the Hardys.
Yeah.
And I think if I was to watch it, like, just off the bat, that would probably be the main thing I would look for.
Yeah.
And the fact it is spread out throughout the show
means you get to watch everybody else. There's Billy Corgan. You think, holy shit, there's a guy from the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
There's Aaron Rex. He used to be in WWE. Like, there's so much to it. And as I say, it's kind of like it's just sprinkled around the edges, but it keeps you wanting, tuned in and watching the whole show to kind of see what happens. So the next section is a continuation, I guess, of the FaceTime experiment. So we've seen Rosemary pop up at the window.
Yeah. He's still trying to call his wife with his... Oh.
But she's picked up now. She was doing laundry. Ugh.
Rosemary and the Abyss are possibly on the way.
The Abyss.
Tonight's match with Loco Steve was nothing more than a setup. They are both in imminent danger.
I love the fact he calls him Loco Steve.
And the Abyss.
Yeah.
So this is brilliant right now. So they go into the safe room.
Yep.
And Vanguard 1 has found that Rosemary is inside the house.
From the outside.
Yeah. Which, to me, is freaky as hell. If someone phones you and says, Ollie, there's somebody inside your house, I will have just shit a brick. A solid brick. Like, because that's just freaky, because that's like you're secure.
Like you said, it is that horror movie thing, isn't it? It's building that tension. And to be honest, I think as far as the Decay go, I think that really works in their favour.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not anything that would...
Well, they get to be legitimately freaky rather than just walking out in front of the crowd and not really being able to touch them, just shout in their faces, which isn't as scary as once it's happened a billion times. When you realise that they're not going to touch you, whereas in this case, anything could happen. It's home invasion. Yeah,
it's outside the wrestling grounds. It's not anything to do with the impact zone or anything anymore. It's gone beyond that. So, right.
So, the next section, so I say Matt has warned Rebecca that the Abyss and Rosemary are an imminent threat.
Yep. So
and Vanguard 1 confirmed their presence in the house.
Well,
which is just freaky.
Just Rosemary's presence, not the Abyss's.
That's true, yeah. I don't know how we knew that. But then I guess you'd probably notice Abyss breaking into your house, whereas Rosemary could fit through the letterbox.
So...
I mean, that's freaky. Someone popping up at your window.
The lights are pretty freaky. That's what makes it freaky.
So they go into the safe room, which is behind a board in his like little secret cinema thing.
Yep.
And
she's taken the sword with her as well.
Oh yeah. She's got her sword. Yep, her katana. Yeah. And to say this is a safe room, right? The door handle is slowly opening. She's reaching for the sword. This, like when I first saw this, my heart was beating.
She hasn't actually taken the sword out the.
No. And it's Senor Benjamin. But how safe is that safe room? There's not even a lock on the door.
I know.
That's the worst safe room in the history of safe rooms. It's a closet. It's a cupboard.
It is. And okay, now he's just standing in a cupboard
with
holding a baby while she leaves.
Which is equally creepy, while she leaves with a sword to presumably murder someone. Which is like, I don't know what lessons this is giving the viewers, but
good.
Yeah. So as I say, first thing that made me piss myself laughing was their safe room. It looked like
it's a cupboard behind a door.
It looked like our block of flats utility cupboard, which is just breeze blocks with a door on it.
It's essentially a walk-in wardrobe that's unfinished within the house. That's what it is.
With no wall panels or wallpaper or paint or anything.
Exactly.
And like you say, a sword without she hasn't unsheathed her weapon.
Yeah, that's right.
So to speak.
Right. So
I think this could be this potentially the last or the penultimate section from this episode of Impact.
I believe it is.
Based on my notes.
From your notes, it should be the last one.
So Rosemary's in the house. She's got the sword. She's handed over Maxwell to Senor Benjamin. He looked really creepy when he opened that door, though.
He's quite creepy anyway.
And of course, she's not going to bother turning the lights on. She's just going to walk around with a torch, which is an absolute staple for horror films.
Of course it is. And there she is.
So there's Rosemary. But
she's gone up the pole.
But at the same time, they have a fireman's pole in their cinema.
But that's how he got down there, wasn't it?
Just in case you need to rush down to the cinema for any reason. And holy shit, Rosemary is on the balcony holding Maxwell, and she throws Maxwell off the balcony.
And it's not Maxwell.
Bait and switch. That's the third time we've seen a fake baby Maxwell thrown around, and she's now in tears. So this is sympathy right here, but this is just crazy.
All right, so.
And
Senor Benjamin's just appeared from nowhere.
Didn't listen to a word she said, was just wandering around the house with Maxwell.
Yeah,
but she's now reunited, and Rosemary's gone.
Right.
But no, she's just run past the patio.
Right, okay.
Rebby's pissed.
Yeah, so Ooh.
I love it when she says that. Senor Benjamin, prepare the battlefield. Dramatic pause. for massacre, because that's what Senor Benjamin does best. We know that's what he does best.
We do indeed.
But I found that whole kind of sequence of like minute long.
To be honest,
things
I think like
creepy as fuck.
I get obviously that it is a wrestling show and they break it up so they have different segments and stuff, but I think if you actually watch it all back to back, it would make like a good 10-15 minute,
without a doubt,
like including
without
the match
doubt.
with Loco Steve.
Yeah, with your Loco Steve. And then there's a very, very brief teaser for the match coming up. But so far, I think it's very reminiscent of the film Halloween. It's just creepy.
It's a little bit stalkerish,
It's genuinely
isn't it?
creepy. But one thing it's making me think is that you remember back to when we sat down with. So I don't even want to mention his name after what's happened over the past few weeks. But we sat down with Hustle Malone.
Yeah.
And he used the analogy of the circus, where if you don't like the clowns, you like the strongmen. But if you don't like the strongmen, you like the acrobats,
and so on. Yeah.
So in a way, you've got with the Decay kind of and the Broken Matt Hardy sequence. That's like your horror fans. But if you don't like the scary stuff, you might like the Ultimate X match.
Yeah,
so you might like that. So if you don't like if you don't like the acrobat stuff, you might like the exchange between Drew Galloway and who was Damien Sandow. And if you weren't a fan of that, if you're more of an indie fan, you're about to get a match between Moose and Mike Bennett. Like, there's just so much. There's so much there. There's a women's match. There was a women's storyline that was quite strong as well. They're killing it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've only skipped through this. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, you don't need to see the rest. I mean, that's the first one out of the way. So we've still got the actual match.
This is the next week teaser from the very end.
So there's Abyss.
The Abyss.
The Abyss. Driving past the Cameron's street sign or border sign.
Yeah.
This is the stuff that I didn't really want to see. So I don't think it's giving too much away though.
No, it's not.
So it looks like Senor Benjamin's dug graves, and there's now a shitload of Hardy symbols everywhere.
All over and that's it. So it's Delete or Decay.
That's it. So they really didn't give anything away, which is good, because I think that ruined it first time round.
Yeah, there were so many teasers and there were so many other bits and pieces.
So now all we need to do is get to this week. So this week's one I've kind of watched the bits in between. So it's almost like I've ignored everything that had to do with the Hardys, and I have stuck solely to the other bits.
Yeah.
So this is now the stuff I haven't seen, but I think it still kicks off with a Hardy segment, which is I think so anyway. And from here on out, there's only one thing. I've seen one picture from this week, which just made me piss myself laughing, and we'll get to it in a minute, because I don't want to ruin it for you if you haven't seen it.
Like I said, I think I've avoided so much.
Yep.
That,
but so this now is our genuine reactions, because obviously I'd seen everything up until now. This is now genuine reaction time, which is the type of podcasting I love doing, because if this is hilarious and crazy, we're going to be pissing ourselves laughing.
This better be good, right?
It's got to be good.
The opening segment of this week's Impact.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Oh yeah. So we're getting Senor Benjamin doing his "Do not try this at home" in Spanish.
Yep. By licensed professionals.
Yep. Yeah. How do you get a license to fire fireworks at people?
No animals are harmed.
Were harmed in the
documentation
of this invasion. What the fuck? So a little
this
last
was a very
week.
brief.
So what the hell was Vanguard 1 talking about animals and invasion? Like, what the hell?
No animals were harmed.
In the documentation of the... I suppose the invasion of the house, I guess.
But then why would he refer to himself as an animal? He's got the 7 deities. He's a god.
This is why I'm like, what the fuck? Why are they talking about animals? So what the hell have they got in this match? Like, they're just like throwing
they're gonna have like a parade of goats or something.
My majestic herd of goats.
Oh, here we go. So, more piano playing.
More piano, yeah. Are we going to get another song?
I think she's pretty talented, but the other two aren't.
What the fuck is that?
Who is that?
That sounds like Weird Al trying to be an opera singer. I have no idea who that is singing.
This is.
Wow.
Right, so Senor Benjamin is digging graves for... Well, I'm assuming it's for all three of them, but they all just say Decay.
Wow.
And that's
That
got to be
vocal
Matt Hardy
performance.
hitting some notes.
Was that? Do you think that was Matt singing?
It's got to be Matt.
Jesus.
It's not Jeff.
As well as the world here today, because these events
How does he talk like that?
These events, they must be documented.
to do an exercise
Right.
in touch with our primal instincts.
It's just the way he talks.
Prepare the... Now, is that his zoo? He said about preparing the zoo for visitation. Like,
Well, he did say
What
he
the
has
hell?
a zoo.
I thought that was a joke.
Well, he mentioned it on the podcast with Jericho,
He
didn't
did.
he? He said that he had a zoo.
This is
Um,
so weird.
He said it was for Maxwell mainly, and that he just gets animals and whatnot around. But
Jesus Christ.
um,
So all I saw then was Matt Hardy with now white contacts in both eyes, Senor Benjamin just tagging along, and all I saw was tits, which I
Right.
presume Rebby was hiding behind.
oh
I don't think that. I don't think we missed anything there.
no,
Yeah. So far,
Sorry.
in fact, this is the episode of Impact where they unveiled the new championship. Is it the Grand Championship?
I did
Which
see
is
something about that.
It's kind of like
actually.
a mixture between wrestling and MMA, but they're still wrestling. It's
Right,
it's
okay.
weird. It's weird, but that's for another podcast altogether, I guess.
Yeah, well,
So this must now be. So he said they were getting back to their animalistic instincts.
yes. So I'm assuming this is why he means no animals were harmed. If there's a zoo section,
Yeah.
then I'm assuming that's what it's
The
about.
Hardy Zoo. Do you reckon someone's going to actually make zoo section signs and hold them up in the middle
I
of
hope
Hardy
so.
matches? This is the zoo section. This is the
TNA
Cesaro
crowd,
section.
TNA crowd just full of zoo sections.
Rebecca, King Matsu, I have had a very vivid premonition.
Premonition.
There's a great battle that is coming sooner than later. And the reason I brought you all here to my personal zoo.
There's no way this is his personal zoo. That's bullshit.
It can't be.
No.
There's got to be like a little zoo somewhere in
Yeah.
Where are they?
Cameron.
Camden, Carolina, is it?
Cameron, yeah.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Amazing, resplendent souls in existence. And my soul can communicate with him.
Of course it can. He can now talk to animals, everybody. That's how it works.
Dr. Doolittle Hardy.
African giraffe. That is not the case. Who stands behind me is the very first president of our great country. It is
George
What?
Washington. So that's.
So hang on a second.
So. Wait. So.
So George Washington's soul, George Washington's soul is in a giraffe.
Holy fuck. That's brilliant.
Of all the shit,
He's
they've
literally just
come
like.
up
He's
with.
just like hanging there, just like arm around his shoulder, like, hey, George.
So right. So obviously people
Oh
can't
my
see this,
God.
but the giraffe has just stolen Matt Hardy's hat.
Or was it Rebby's hat?
It was
Someone's hat. He's like, oh, George, you're such a joker. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
That's a kangaroo.
that is, and
And the kangaroo's like wrestling with him.
the boxing. He's boxing.
Or is he
with a-
tying up? Collar and elbow tie up. We should commentate on this match.
Yeah, we should.
Swift kick by the kangaroo. Swift kick by the kangaroo. And the kangaroo's on the offensive. Brother Nero's
Oh.
backing off. Oh no,
Matt Hardy
he's
taking
tagged
some
in Matt
kicks,
Hardy.
taking some kicks.
He's taken that punishment though. He didn't go down.
Why would you do that?
Wrestling a kangaroo.
Why?
What have we got now? What's this? Monkey.
Now I'm talking to a monkey.
Spot monkeys. Oh my days.
Why can't all wrestling be like this?
Why can't life be like this? I would love for Matt to just go around with me and commentate my life for a day.
That'd be great.
I'd like to introduce you to Brother Nero. He's a recovering spot monkey.
Can we get that on a t-shirt? I'm
What?
a recovering spot
I
monkey.
think we should totally do that. So he's basically found the spot monkeys.
Okay.
Mr.
What's next?
Genghis Khan.
Mr. Genghis Khan, the tiger.
Okay, so he's gone from French to Spanish.
So he
Or
said
Spanish
"si"
to
and
French.
"we." So he's basically just saying yes in a bunch of languages to a tiger.
The entire fleet of Decay are coming. The battle will happen tonight.
Right, okay, so
It's nice. It's nice.
that's
Yeah.
essentially the setup for
That was fucking crazy. So he found George Washington the giraffe, Genghis Khan the tiger, and some spot monkeys. Could you imagine if you were on like a zoo tour and you just like ask a genuine question and say, "Oh, so what type of monkeys?" Oh,
these are
they
spot
are
monkeys.
Spot monkeys. This is my brother Nero. He used to be one of them. His soul is now in this vessel. I would live at that zoo. I would never go
zoo
home.
would be amazing.
I would be there after closing time. My car would be locked in the car park and not going anywhere. That is... I mean, I think I'm going to go home and watch it all over again just to kind of hear it without me and you pissing ourselves laughing over the top of it.
Yeah, we're going to have to rewatch it.
Because there might be stuff that we've missed, but this is just been brilliant. Oh, another section. Section.
Okay, so
it looks like... Okay, let's...
Where are we?
This looks like it's like the start of Texas Chainsaw Massacre or some shit.
Yeah, that's a little bit freaky. So, let's just go from here.
Yeah, so
we've got a guy coming out of...
Generic guy, no one we know, coming out of a liquor store.
A liqueur store. Let's be posh about it.
A liqueur.
Right.
And he's got in his car.
And...
doesn't like the music.
I couldn't hear what music that was, but...
I'd laugh if it was Smashing Pumpkins. So he's driving along the road.
Right, so...
He looks shocked.
As if he can see something.
That looks like Rosemary.
In the middle of the road.
In the middle of the road. Looking creepy as fuck.
Well, yeah, that's
She kind of looks like Sting right now. Like female Sting.
Yeah, she looks more like she belongs tied to a bed, puking everywhere from The Exorcist. She's just, yeah.
He's just asked if she wants a ride. Now, if you were that...
Yeah.
Oh, now Abyss is in the car. Is he in the car? What?
Abyss and...
Steve is on the car.
Loco Steve.
Now, if you were driving down a highway at night and you saw someone that looked like have they raped him? What the fuck?
Why is his pants round his...
He's literally...
He's got his boxers on, but why is his trousers around his ankles?
They've just raped him. They've literally just raped that guy and stole his car. What the fuck? No animals were harmed, but one innocent bystander was anally raped.
Yes. Right.
That is good. If you saw Rosemary on the side of the road, you wouldn't stop and say if she wanted a lift.
Ah, so this is where we find out how they got the car from
so
the end
just
of the last
the guy.
episode.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Driving into Cameron.
Right.
They just raped. I mean, can we not just reflect on the fact that they clearly raped a man?
Raped a man.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I almost didn't notice it, but then, he did actually have his trousers around his ankles.
Yeah, they deflowered him.
Wow. Unless that wasn't his first, so maybe he kind of knew that's what happened.
Well, he was a trucker, so maybe not.
They raped.
Not saying
a man.
all truckers are gay. That's not what I'm saying.
Rosemary could have raped him, although he did look pretty up for it.
Can a man get raped by a woman?
If she's ugly enough. I did not just go there.
Fair point. Let's leave that there.
Oh, jeez, this is just... Okay, so we're skipping through another one of these Grand Championship matches. It's basically just wrestling in 3-minute rounds.
Right.
And then if you last the distance, it's a judge's decision, and there's judges spotted around in the darkness. But I mean, if a wrestling match could be won within 9 minutes, then most of them would be. Of
course they would.
Kind of takes the fun out of a nice long, hard fought match. And I'm kind of hoping that this is the match. Well, it might not. In fact, it might not be a match. Let's just see.
Right, so we've got Vanguard again.
We're back to Vanguard 1 saying no animals were harmed in the documentation of this invasion.
Right, so let's go from here.
I love the way he bleeps and bloops like R2D2.
Right, here we go.
So I'm guessing that's Senor Benjamin digging some graves or a hole. Be. Well, he's preparing for massacre.
Oh, here we go.
And they've ditched the car and they've turned up through the woods.
This does get creepier, doesn't it? Oh, they're behind Senor Benjamin. Oh, he's digging their graves apparently.
And they've just walked past him, left him.
To be fair, he hasn't got any beef with them.
That's true.
He's just doing as he's told.
But wait.
delete written on the back of the shovel.
I want that shovel. But I love the way that they stole the car, but they've just walked in through the woods.
Well, you know, being conspicuous about everything.
So that must have taken them miles of walking.
Well, I don't know. It depends how far away from the battleground they are.
I love the music. It's like creepy heavy metal right now.
I hope it's like it was last time, where there was no commentary over
it shouldn't be. Yeah. And they're just walking through the woods that happen to be lit. And they're just acting very creepy.
So, yeah, they're about to invade
the Hardy residents like they invaded the truck. Breaking through the back door.
See, that's quite pervy.
That is.
Because they are scary men.
Just looking in through the window to see... But the thing is, they know that they're coming.
Is she about to lick that spider?
I hope not. That is pretty creepy, though.
That's... Alright, okay.
It looks like Maxwell spotted them.
So Maxwell knows they're there.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I love how he snuck up on them and said his line. This is like a zombie film now. They're slowly stalking him around the house.
Yeah, it is very much a stalkery killer type thing, isn't it?
Wait. A brilliant one-liner from Abyss because he's just spotted there holding fireworks.
Right, so they're launching fireworks again at Decay.
Scaring them off. That's how you get rid of bears that are on your property in Canada, I think.
That's how you get rid of anybody.
The
only person that could potentially take that shot is Abyss, and that's because he's got a massive coat on. The rest are buggered.
What is there? Just random ladders stood in the garden
around the shed. Yeah, as you do.
Wow.
What is this?
The Hardys have clearly prepared for this. They're clearly forcing them back.
Yeah, taking it more off ground, as it were, off the grounds. But that's ridiculous. Like not even from a wrestling point of view, but from a health and safety point of view, that's just stupid. Wow.
Right, so the fireworks have gone off.
I need you to return to the abode. Protect Maxwell. His safety is paramount. It's everything. Go now.
Right, so they're going to yeah. Oh no, they're still back on with the fireworks.
Oh, they've got another stick each, right? Okay.
Oh, it's Skarsgård.
Oh,
it's Skarsgård. And he's doing his good job.
Right.
Oh, Abyss has picked up Skarsgård.
Okay.
What are they?
So they're trying to go round Skarsgård.
Oh, but wait a second. Abyss is distracted, has blocked them off.
He's now on his own.
They're now running towards the house. Oh no, wait, Jeff Hardy has just kicked Skarsgård. Presumably with Abyss in it and now in the water.
Right.
But I
had to get the boat for my Mr. Hardy.
Why does Matt need the boat?
So where are the other two gone?
Yeah. This is just so weird. So wait a second, but isn't Abyss under the boat? This is so weird.
I'm really confused. It's Joseph Parks. It's Joseph Parks.
Oh my goodness. Have you seen his brother Chris? Oh my fucking god! So he's tasered
Joseph
Parks.
And now he's taking him away on a tractor.
A digger.
Oh, and now we've got Steve and Jeff.
Where are they fighting?
Or Brother Nero, sorry. By a fire pit.
Oh, an actual pit of fire.
By a fire pit outside the front of the house, I would assume, because he told them to go to the house.
Yeah.
Oh, it's by a
it's
swimming pool.
by a swimming pool. Holy fuck, this house is nice.
Oh, here we go. Suplex into the pool.
Wow.
What's the point in that?
We've seen kids do that on YouTube videos a billion times, but
what's the point in
but
that?
look at this underwater camera, underwater fighting. I've never seen that in wrestling before. Matt Hardy's stalking around the jungle, which is smoky and lit by a red light.
But who's he after? Abyss or Rosemary?
I'm gonna guess Rosemary's gonna be Rebby. Like they got their, or no, maybe not.
I don't know, because
you'd have thought that Rebby and Rosemary would handle it. But look at this little. So he's literally
just dumped Joseph Parks
into the grave. But so we're admitting that Joseph Parks is Abyss in this.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't know the difference.
Because Senor Benjamin was ruthless. He just went straight in with that taser. He didn't even.
After the last one, surely he would.
Yeah, he didn't even because I
was saying, so Jeff has just choked Steve out.
So drowned him.
Yep. So that's murder. That's good. So far, we've had.
There's our first murder of the night.
We've had murder and buried alive. Should we say?
Well, yeah. I guess so. But I get the feeling that's not over.
This is like every horror cliche.
No, there we go. So that looks like the scene out of Friday the 13th, the first film, where Jason pops up from the sea and...
Yeah. So hang on, he's got a tractor to dump him in, but he can't use it to bury him. Senor Benjamin, just with a spade, just covering.
But wait, what's he seen? It's Abyss again. Yeah. Abyss is now back. He took his suit off.
Is Abyss now choking?
That's like an inflatable...
That's Loco Steve choking him with an inflatable
with like
something.
An inflatable pool toy. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
I don't like the lack of wrestling in this so far.
Yeah, there's been very little. At least the first one had a ring. Yeah. But what's Rosemary up to? She's now stalking Matt.
So Matt's now found Rosemary.
Who's hissing like a cat. Right.
I half expect them to start making out.
I say there's a lot of sexual tension between the two of them, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh, there's Abyss and Janice.
Yeah.
Janice needs to disappear after this. Like, that weapon is so old. Janice needs to disappear.
That weapon is pretty cool, though.
But it's been around for like 6 years, and he's only ever hit like 3 people with it.
Yeah, this is true. Oh, Jeff took it.
Jeff just took it in the stomach.
And not like the raped car owner.
So they've penetrated one man from behind, another man from the front.
So hang on a second. Is he genuinely are they going to kayfabe kill Jeff Hardy?
I don't know.
They can't, surely. So we've got Steve and Abyss on Matt.
It's now a handicap. No, wait.
Here comes Vanguard.
Here comes Vanguard. One target's acquired. What did he say? Aiming rockets?
Yep.
Holy shit. Oh, he's blasting fireworks at them. Yes. Yes. Aerial attack mode engaged.
Oh, you got to love Vanguard.
Ignite.
So actually fire. Has had lit something.
Oh, this is cool. It's like a Hardy logo. Holy fuck, that looks weird. That looks really cool.
Really good.
If that's legit. I'm not sure if that's CGI or not. No, that's legit.
Well, no, someone's in it. There's 2 people in it.
I mean, but those flames are small enough to just step over.
Oh, of course they are.
I mean, I've seen you jump bigger bonfires than that.
Yeah. Wow, those are the day. Right, so hang on a second. So
holy shit. Okay, so Rosemary now has Maxwell.
She got to the house and had taken out... We didn't see her take out Rebby.
But which is... Oh, no,
because
Vanguard
so fast.
1 is... Put the boy down, witch.
Are they going to kill Maxwell?
Oh, she just misted Vanguard 1. And did Vanguard once tell Maxwell to run? I'm pretty sure he can't even crawl.
He's like 1, isn't he?
Vanguard 1 is now offline.
But where did he get to? She only put him down for 2 seconds. Is he like Harry Potter? Can he just like that? Who's that?
Matt Hardy's back.
Cross the line that you can never return.
Oh, she went to mist him.
Oh,
He swallowed it. He swallowed it. Oh, and he spat it back in her face. Jesus. No backsies.
that's a backwash and a half.
Jesus. That was epic.
That was ridiculous.
But where's Maxwell?
I am upset by the lack of wrestling in this.
Oh no, Maxwell can walk.
Oh, he obviously went into the house.
Rebby's back up.
Right, okay. So, has Jeff died?
I'm not... No, he's
here we
he's
go.
writhing in pain. Is this where he returns to normal? I'm not sure.
But they've got Senior Benjamin in the back of the car.
Benjamin's now in the truck. So they've stolen Benjamin.
Right. Okay.
Is that... And that's it.
Okay. As a segment,
Yeah.
it was okay. As a wrestling match,
That
it
wasn't
doesn't
really-
exist.
So let's go through it. So
Right.
they started off with the fireworks. They chased
Yep.
them to Skarsgård.
Yeah, then Abyss,
Managed to kind of flip them round.
yeah, and told
Steve and Rosemary to run to the house.
Right.
Hardy, Jeff kicked the boat and then like buried Abyss in it, but he popped
Yes.
up out of the water as
Joseph Parks.
Joseph Parks, which is a brilliant cameo. Fucking
Which is
awesome
good.
cameo.
We like that. So with Joseph Parks, he got tasered by Senior Benjamin and dumped in one of the graves he was digging.
Yeah.
Then obviously Matt and Rosemary had their sexual
Yeah.
tension. Which
The will they won't they dry hump in the woods.
yeah.
Abyss
then-
and Rosemary popped. Abyss and Janice popped up.
Yeah. Then we also had the fight between Loco Steve
Steve in the pool.
and Jeff in
the
the pool.
underwater shot was quite cool.
Yeah.
That was quite
pointless.
cool.
Like
Yeah. It's
you can
almost
punch
like
anyone in water.
it
that's
kind of
not.
feels like they're just trying all the cool effects that they've got on their very basic video editing software.
Yeah.
They've got an underwater camera. They can do reverse shots.
I think it's more of a backyard wrestling thing. It's more of a this is what we're going to try and emulate, but in a better style almost.
I do kind of wish they'd started in the ring at least, though,
Yeah, the ring would have been good.
to keep it like a wrestling match, because that wasn't. Like I say, we've just kind of witnessed a handful of like spliced horror movie scenes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
There's a
It
little
was
bit of Halloween, a little bit of Friday the 13th,
Yeah, it
a
was.
little bit of The Exorcist, a little bit of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, the car scene at the beginning was very Texas.
I think, like the fucking they raped a man. Can we just? How is that not going around the internet? They clearly raped
you
him.
could dump him on the ground, that's fine, but leave his trousers on. Come
that's
on.
the thing. Like, that was fucking weird. But I kind of get the feeling it's not over, which I'm kind of now.
The way it ended was obviously Rebby and Matt had Maxwell and they were fine.
Nice
And
reunion.
Jeff, obviously, after being hit with Janice.
Probably now needs to go get a tetanus shot.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
But this is the thing: have they kayfabe killed him? Like,
I don't know.
he was still alive there.
So many questions. So many questions.
We've had the final deletion. We've had delete or decay.
And I guess you would say
going for
Decay won that.
Yeah, I guess we're going for a hat trick of
crazy ass videos.
Of Hardy things. So
yeah.
It's going to have the word delete in it somewhere.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was expecting more.
I think because the final deletion was built up so much.
Yeah, but that was a match. That was a match.
Yeah, there was an actual ring.
Yeah.
Whereas this, just like you said, was cut together.
It kind of reminded me of
stories.
the compound match that WWE did between the Wyatts and the New Day.
Yeah.
So it was just a bunch of brawling in a field.
Yeah, but that was because obviously
there was just an immediate reaction
to,
I guess.
to the previous final deletion. So yeah, wow.
Well, that wasn't as good as I was expecting, if I'm being honest.
Same.
But hey, we got a podcast out of it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So there might even be a third one.
Yeah, well, there needs to be. With Benjamin gone, obviously, he's going to play part in the storyline next week.
But
we'll see what happens.
One thing I've loved is just the longevity of the whole Broken Mac character, because we spoke about it last time, just how long it had been going on, and to say that was like maybe a month ago, if not more, and we're now, a month later or 2 months later, or however long it's been, and it's still growing and developing. Like, he had the thing where he did you see when he bit the fan? He bit a fan and like,
I think you told me about it.
Off.
I think you told me about it.
Then a week later, he hypnotized a fan into shouting delete. There's like every week they do something different.
Yeah.
And it's something new and something you've never seen before.
Yeah.
And I say, Matt, they're just killing it. And Jeff's got his new look finally, and
I think the thing is,
he's evolved with it.
TNA has needed obviously something like this to get it back, but like you said, they've now got, anyone who was an indie fan knows who Moose is and knows who. Damien Sandow's obviously gone there now, and
you got your big names, you got your indie names, you got your high flyers.
There is something there for everyone.
Fucking weird shit.
I think the only thing for me personally led to Dan, and we only scrolled through it a minute ago, and I don't know the storyline, but looking at the women's wrestling, that didn't seem as good.
Actually, it was quite a fun little storyline.
Okay. All I saw was she put the belt down, laid down, got pinned, and gave it to the person who pinned her.
Yeah, I'll tell you about that off mic. That's another story for another day.
Yeah.
So that was Delete or Decay.
It was.
We might do a third one, this depending on what happens on the next Impact.
Depending on what happens, there probably will be another Delete or Decay type match, again. Or we'll see what happens. We'll follow it.
Let us know what you think on Facebook. Drop us some comments or some links or stuff, and let us know.
Yep.
Luke, do you know the social media stuff?
The social media stuff. So we are obviously on Facebook.
.com/Figure4Radio.
Yep, exactly.
Twitter, Instagram.
Twitter and Instagram is @Figure4Radio. And then obviously you can check out all our podcasts at the website, which is
www.figure4radio@weebly.com.
.weebly.com.
There we go. We're on iTunes, we're on Stitcher, we're on Podomatic, we're on TuneIn. There's lots of stuff. But head to the website, head to Facebook, give us a like and a follow on Instagram, on Twitter.
Exactly.
But if you see us driving a car, don't pull us out and rape us.
And with that, I've been Luke-O-Mac.
I've been the Mastermind Ollie Spring.
See you later.
Bye.
Figure